Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Let's Go Sportsball podcast. My name's Ron. This is Owen. Welcome to episode 3. It's been a great one, I guess you could say, over the weekend. We did not go live on Monday, only because
live music.
Yeah, we didn't want to have any run-ins with that and everything.
Yeah, there was a certain singer. I mean, not her, but like they were doing a cover of a certain song by a certain singer that was mimicked by one Randy Marsh. So I do not want her to come to my house and bash my head in with a golf club like I'm Joel from Last of Us 2.
That would not be good.
Yeah, because
watching that game, that national championship game, that was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, let the Ohio State fan.
I'm not going to brag.
Hey, I'm not even going to stop you, man. All right, because I know this one meant a lot to you.
Great season, first overall championship winner for the 12 team, and of course we won the 4-team playoff as well when that first started back in 2014. So
yeah, it was a great game. It was an amazing game.
I got scared, but
really, really good football on both sides of the field. But somebody has to win, and it's sad that somebody does have to lose this. But as Doc Emmerich said, it's all a part of the sport, and they are devoting all their energy into that game.
Yeah. Both of them did.
That quote was from a specific game that will give Capitals fans PTSD, but let's not get into them.
I have the final poll for the AP Top 25, which they have released as of when this recording was done. It was about earlier today. So starting off at number 1, obviously national championship winners Ohio State, number 1. Notre Dame number 2, Oregon number 3, Texas is number 4, Penn State number 5, 6 Georgia, which is a little bit higher than what I was expecting, especially after their performance.
Yeah.
7 is Arizona State, Boise State is number 8, Tennessee is number 9.
Yay! I'll take it, man. I'll take it.
Rounding out the top 10 is Indiana at number 10. You've got Ole Miss at 11, SMU at number 12, BYU at number 13, Clemson at 14, Iowa State, a shocker for me, up at 15. You got Illinois at 16. Alabama drops so far down. This is probably the lowest I've ever seen them drop in the rankings. They are number 17.
You'll love to see it.
I mean, for Tennessee fans and for some outside of SEC and Tennessee fans.
Yeah.
You love to see it still. Miami U.
Roll Tide.
Miami U is number 18. Ranked 18th.
Miami out of where again?
Florida.
Out of Florida. Okay, because I don't know.
Not Miami of Ohio.
Okay, yeah, because there's Miami of Ohio, and then there's Miami in Florida. I'm like, just choose a name, man.
Then you have South Carolina at number 19, Syracuse at 20. Army is ranked 21. Missouri is ranked 22. UNLV, University of Nevada, Las Vegas, is ranked 23rd. Memphis is ranked 24th. And this one was a shock for me even still. Colorado is up there at 25.
That is...
I mean, they've done really good, but it's one of those I don't think they could have.
Do you think it should be that higher?
I don't think it should. I don't think they should have been up there in the top 25. But it's not my opinion. It's the AP poll who chooses that. So I can't really say it. I can only give my opinion, and it's just like.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, college football is wrapping up here with the Ohio State W. And in the realm of ice puck, I mean, dang it! In the world of not sports ball, sports puck even, aka in the realm of hockey, we have a lot of big stuff happening recently. For example, 4 days ago, as of this recording, Alex Nedeljkovic of the Pittsburgh Penguins managed to get a goalie goal against the Buffalo Sabres.
I've seen that video, and that was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that's the.
I don't know how they can launch that so far down with what they have, especially with the glove.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's a reason why there have been so few goaltenders to actually ever do it. I mean, like
Patrick Wall has done one.
No. Patrick Wall has never scored a goal before, and neither has Hasek. But Brodeur has scored 3 goalie goals, and he was the first one to ever do it in the postseason.
Yeah.
I think he did it against Montreal. I want to
think back to that time, old man.
Old man, you're 25.
Still, you know a lot. I could literally ask you who won the 1954 Stanley Cup, and you would know. Who
I actually don't. I think it was Detroit. I don't know. Well, I
tried to make you look good.
Okay. Well, okay, no. I do think it was Detroit because I think that was one of Gordie Howe's first cups. If not, I'm just gonna go with the safe bet of Montreal. Because they won the cup like every other week back in the day, and now they suck. But anyway, I'm kidding. They're doing good.
But also, let's talk about a couple of suspensions that we saw.
yesterday. I had something else to say about Alex.
More? Go ahead.
Yeah. So sorry about that. But so Alex Nedeljkovic, after that tangent, he is the only goalie in the history of the NHL to score in the ECHL, the AHL, and the NHL. So that's a really interesting statistic. And he also recorded an assist in that game, making him the first goaltender in NHL history to get an assist and a goal in a game, which is pretty crazy. I didn't expect that to happen.
And for some people who don't know what the ECHL or the AHL is, it's basically the minor league version for hockey.
Yeah. The AHL is a step down from the NHL, and ECHL is like a step down from the AHL, I believe. So there's that. But as Ron mentioned, there have been some suspensions, most notably, probably the best hockey player in the world currently, active, and Connor McDavid recently got suspended for 3 games for cross-checking Vancouver Canucks player Connor Garland. Now that game was insane. I mean, like there was so much fighting. Like in that one instance when he cross-checked him, there were so many hits and so many cross-checks, and it looked like Garland was like trying to make love to McDavid or something at one point, and it was like, buddy, there are children here, calm down. But yeah, it was crazy. So there were a lot of there were just a lot of scrums there, and then McDavid just gets up and he's just like wham, and
right. I mean, we watched that video and it was just absolutely ridiculous. And then somebody else, I don't know, I can't remember who it was, and I don't have it saved, but I know there was another player, but on the other team, who Connor McDavid was fighting, and he also got suspended as well.
I want to say it was JT Miller. I'm not sure.
Might have been. I needed to save that, and I forgot.
Yeah. But there was also there was a signing recently where former Toronto Maple Leafs defenseman John Klingberg had signed with the Edmonton Oilers. Now this was a shock to me because I was like, I didn't even remember that guy still played, because his defense has not been what it used to be. Like in Dallas, his defense was pretty good, and then now that he's playing with another team, it's just been like after going to like Anaheim and Toronto and stuff like that, it's just been a mess, and stuff like that. So I'm not sure if that signing was particularly good for the Oilers, but I mean, there have been like some of the players that went there, like that have gone to Edmonton, haven't been too bad. I mean, Adam Henrique did really well after getting signed there, and I was like, why would they sign him? And then he did well. So
you never know what's going to happen with these, especially with, I mean, even though you didn't know, or probably both of us didn't know that he was still playing, but.
Klingberg or Henrique?
Klingberg.
Oh, yeah. No, well,
That's what I'm saying. It's like you never know what's going to happen, because he could become good, or
like he just blossoms out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like he did in Dallas. And I worded this wrong. I thought he was playing I thought he was playing in Europe. I thought he was playing like somewhere completely different, but no, he's still here, and so good on him. And there have also been just like a bunch of different news rumors around the league. So, for example, the Avalanche are trying to negotiate contracts with one of their star forwards, Mikko Rantanen, but they are saying that it's, quote, harder than expected. And I mean, I kind of understand that. I mean, Mikko Rantanen, he's been one of their best forwards for a while. I mean, look at, just last year, like he missed a good chunk of the season due to injury. I think it was injury. I don't remember for sure, but last year he. Oh no, I'm looking at the stats wrong. He was there all season. And he scored 42 goals, 62 assists, and recorded 104 total points, which is really good. I mean, Moose, he's a great player, and the Avalanche are definitely going to want to, they're going to want to keep him around because I know the core three players of him, Makar, and McKinnon, they're the best that the Avalanche have, and so if they. So they're going to do what they can, but he's going to be demanding a pretty big contract. So at the end of the day, you got to wonder, like, is he going to take a discount or is he going to demand a metric crap ton of money?
I would say a metric crap ton.
Yeah. The Penguins have also, it's been rumored that the Penguins could end up shopping Marcus Pettersson, Rickard Rakell, Michael Bunting, Erik Karlsson, and star defenseman Chris Letang. So that could be a very, very big departure. I mean, Chris Letang, he's been with the Penguins for years. Like him, Crosby, and Malkin have been like the best players for that team for a long time. So, like, it's worrying to be like, okay, this could be the end of Letang's career in Pittsburgh. I hope it doesn't happen. I hope he finishes it off in the Berg. But I was
going to say, I would rather see him finish off with Pittsburgh, both in his career, and everything.
Yeah, and I don't blame them wanting to shop Michael Bunting because he's been a mess. Marcus Pettersson hasn't. I don't think he's been bad. I haven't really been watching the Pens too much this season. Erik. Trust me, I wouldn't watch. Erik Karlsson, he just hasn't been the same since Ottawa or when he had that amazing season in San Jose. I mean, he just hasn't been the same since any of those days. So it's certainly worrying. And Rickard Rakell's a player that's surprising me because he did a lot better in Pittsburgh than he did when he played for the Ducks. So yeah, you never know.
Anything could happen.
Yeah, there have been a lot of rumors about JT Miller as well. There have been, the people are starting to think like he's made it clear that he made it clear that he wanted to play for a team on the East Coast, or just
come to the Blue Jackets.
Now come back home to Tampa, please. We need one more forward, and I will throw all hope. I'll throw caution to the wind and be like, Tampa Bay Cup 2005 or whatever. I don't know, man. But yeah, so some of the teams that have been thoughts for Miller are like the Islanders and the Rangers, and he played for the Rangers, so you never know.
Speaking of the Rangers, it's weird that we were talking beforehand, or we talked on one of our podcast episodes about the Rangers not doing that well, and just all of a sudden they've gone from last place in the Eastern Conference all the way up to they've gone up quite a bit of spots, and it's like what just happened?
It's like the tree jinx. We say that we say, oh no, they're bad, and then they suddenly decide they're good. And speaking of good, Boston knocked the Blue Jackets out of the second wild card spot, so the Blue Jackets got to get back on it.
Well, we're just a game behind now, basically.
Yeah,
so we got to win. Whoever we got next, which I think is tonight, and then
and the Rangers are currently 5th in the wild card for the East, and at the very bottom are those poor Sabres.
I mean, like I said, we talked about it in episode 1.
The Sabres,
and then we look back again just a couple of days ago, and they're somehow bounced back in the league, and it's like, what just happened?
Yeah, there have been rumblings about the Canucks that Thatcher Demko does not want to play for them anymore. Which is crazy. I mean, like he's been a very good goaltender for them, but I mean, I don't blame him. I mean he's been like dealing with a lot of crap there. I mean, he was dealing with a lot of injuries recently. I mean, last postseason he suffered a bad injury, and then out of nowhere this kid named Archer Steelovs was like, hey, I can play a good hockey game every now and then he did really good, and stuff like that. So honestly, like if he ends up leaving, that's going to be a huge blow. Come to Tampa as a backup, please. We don't need Jonas Johansson anymore. Philip Hedl and Ryan Lindgren were believed to be in the failed JT Miller to the Rangers trade, which is weird because I heard it was because I thought it was just a 1-for-1 swap, but I guess there was like another one. And that's surprising. I mean,
it is. A lot of these are surprising.
Yeah. And Houston and Atlanta are continuing to grow as potential expansion options for the NHL. Now, here's the thing.
I'd love to see Atlanta come back.
Here's the thing. I don't know if the NHL needs expansion, but I mean, it's a good way to make money and a good way to grow. And yeah, I know a lot of Canadian markets, Quebec, are going to be very upset that, more American cities, we need more Canadian teams. Gary Bettman hates Canada. It's like, dude, we literally tried Quebec and it did not work because of all the issues that we've been telling y'all for years. I mean, I would love to see the Nordiques make a comeback, but as of right now, I don't know for sure if that would be viable but that's a topic for another day. And Houston, I think, is a great idea because I mean they're a giant market, and they have hockey history. I mean, they had the WHA team, the Arrows, where Gordie Howe and his sons played for a little while, and so I think that could be really cool.
I would say that I think Atlanta teams or the Atlanta fans and everything are wanting to bring back those Thrashers.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, like, it wasn't even necessarily the fans' fault for
Thrashers leaving and everything.
Not even for the Flames either, because for those of you who don't know, the Calgary Flames used to be in Atlanta, and they were a team.
They're just going where the money goes.
They were, that, as Pierre Dorian said, they were a team, and stuff like that. And the main reason why they had to leave was because of the local economy went down, and it was just chaos. So they were like, all right, screw it, we're gonna go up to Canada and then have Doug Gilmour help us win a cup with Laney McDonald and this fantastic mustache. Got nothing on Rolly. No, I think Rolly Fingers and Laney McDonald must have the battle of the mustache. But jokes aside, of course. Jeez. But yeah, I think having the Thrashers and a new Houston team could be really good for the NHL.
I would say it would be really good, but that's all up to the NHL and whether they want to allow it to happen or not.
Yeah, and I mean, again, I don't know if having 34 teams would be that necessary. Especially considering the fact that they would probably be the first team out of the four sports to expand to 32. But you never know. Because
there's 32 teams in
the NFL.
No,
34. I'm stupid. 34 teams. They'd be the first one to go to 34. Listen, I did not sleep last night, so shut up and quit being me.
We both.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, you didn't sleep for a whole different reason. Because you're boys.
Don't worry about it.
yeah. Because your favorite team won, and you were like, yeah.
Went a little too wild.
Yeah. I'm sure your neighbors hate you.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and
shush.
Yeah, and then Tristan Jarry got waived by the Penguins too, which is pretty great because he's been a mess this season.
Of course, I don't watch the Penguins, so I wouldn't know.
Who does? Yeah. He's in year 2 of a 5-year, $5.3 million AAV contract, and it is the second time that he has been placed on waivers this season. And I mean, it's not hard to see why. I mean, if anybody's seen him play, he has been a shell of his former self. Yeah.
And
even his former self hasn't been that good. I mean, either he picks it up, or Nedeljkovic is going to be the starter. And the way things are looking, Nedeljkovic could very well end up being the Penguins starter. I mean, looking at the way he's been playing, he's been amazing in that. And he scored a goal. A goalie goal, even. Yeah. So there's also been big news in the world of the NFL, where we had some big collapses recently.
Ooh.
I mean, the Lions, why?
The Lions was a shock.
Yeah, I mean, they went up against the Commanders.
They were Super Bowl favorites to possibly win it. Bless you. They were Super Bowl favorites to possibly win it, and for them to go down, what was the score? I think it was like 45-31.
To the Commanders of all.
That was a shock. Of course, we knew the Chiefs were going to win with the refs against Houston.
Rough ball, yay. That how was that roughing? How was that like roughing?
That colliding of heads was
it was just like
the
colliding the heads near Patrick Mahomes. Here's a 50-yard penalty, instant first down for the Chiefs, even though it's your ball.
And so you got the Commanders and Eagles in the NFC Championship, and you've got a rematch again.
Oh yeah,
between the Bills and the Chiefs. Oh my gosh.
Josh Allen, please save us. It's just like
referees, please stop screwing every team.
I don't want the Bills to win. I just want the Chiefs to lose.
I mean, honestly, right now I would rather see the Bills win.
And I mean, I'm not even gonna lie here. I'm gonna say something a bit controversial. The Chiefs, they are not really that strong of a team.
Oh no.
I mean, they don't even they don't have any depth in cornerback. They're a mess at times on defense. It's like their team. It's more often and y'all can be like, oh, you're just salty crime or whatever. It's like, dude, if you watch the games, they're being bailed out a lot either by teams just giving up on life or simply by just or by the refs helping them. And yeah, you can be like, well, ref ball helps everybody. It's like, yeah, but I mean, have you seen? I forgot the ref's name, but he's literally helps them the Chiefs be undefeated when he refs for the.
Ain't no way you're going for Philadelphia right now.
My whole family's from Philly.
Okay, I can't blame you on that. If you didn't see what just happened, we had a worker here that decided to hold up a sign that says "Go Birds."
Hey, at least it wasn't Chiefs, or else I'd never come here ever again.
Yeah. Thank you.
See? She gets it. Thank you.
Nearly got slapped in the face.
What, like that? Like that?
We also have a little bit of a mock draft. I know I said I had one last time, but I could not find it. So I did find one this time. As we know, there's already the remaining, I think, 24 teams now that have
the
finished.
Super Tank Bowl winner.
So
of the Tennessee Titans.
So Tennessee, their projected mock draft would be they would get Cam Ward as their QB, which I mean, it's not a bad idea only because Will Levis has not been really that good. I mean, he has not been that good this season.
Wait, who'd you say it was to me?
Cam Ward.
Actually, Cam Ward is a goaltender who helped the Hurricanes win the Stanley Cup in 2006.
Sorry, Canes fans
number
get
two
it. Canes
pick.
fans get it.
The number 2 pick for the Browns would be an edge player in Abdul Carter. He is from Penn State. I don't know if that's a good move on the Browns' part, only because we have great edge rushers already. I mean, we have one of the greatest. The Browns have one of the greatest defensive edges there is currently playing. I mean, so it's hard to see it, but
Do they
who
though?
knows? Defensive Player of the Year, how many
Do
times?
they though?
Okay.
But where were your
And
standings?
Number.
I'm sorry. Look, you leave me open for these. Come on. You leave me wide open.
New York Giants with the 3rd overall pick would get
Just like the Browns
Travis
defense.
Hunter.
Ooh, yeah.
Get Travis Hunter. I mean, having a two-way player, that would be really great. Number 4 overall pick, New England gets Will Campbell, a offensive tackle from LSU. Jacksonville, number 5, would get defensive lineman.
Mind if I just turn this over a little bit? So
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to see.
Defensive lineman would get defensive lineman Mason Graham out of Team Up North.
Yeah, Michigan. Then the Oakland Raiders. I mean the LA. The Las Vegas Raiders. I don't know.
Come on.
No, I know where they play. I'm being stupid. Leave me alone. They will. They're projected to pick up Shedeur Sanders from Colorado, a quarterback. And what are your thoughts on that?
Honestly, with Aiden O'Connell not doing that well there, I thought he was going to be really good. He brought him out at a decent start and everything, but he just could not live up to the test.
Yeah.
So I think it would be a good move. It just depends on how Shedeur Why is his name so hard to say?
It's Shador. It's not that hard. Just say Sanders, buddy. Can you say Sanders?
But then you've also got Shiloh going on, so
Yeah,
got
so
Shiloh Sanders.
after that is Kelvin Banks Jr. an offensive tackle from Texas. Possibly going to the New York
Yes.
Jets. Now, the Jets, they've been an absolute disaster.
I didn't know.
Hey.
My bad.
No, you're good.
She's
They-
already interrupted us once.
Yeah, to cheer for a dirty team in Philadelphia. Anyway, so
They're not Atlanta, so that's where the Dirty Bird term came from.
That's true. Yeah, I forgot about that actually for a minute, and then I was just like, oh yeah. But yeah, so the Jets, I mean, they've been an absolute mess this season. I mean, like with Aaron Rodgers basically being bad.
Getting
I mean,
that
that's all you can
offensive-
say. It's just he's been bad.
Getting that offensive tackle should help them out.
Yeah.
Just depends on, again, how these rookies play. Depends on how they play when they get first drafted overall. Take Bryce Young, for instance. He was first overall pick, tanked.
And then he was like, hey, I can be good.
And then, of course, C.J. Stroud, 2 years in a row, has done really good.
Oh, C.J. Stroud, he was really good this year. I think he did a really good job.
Going number 8 overall, wide receiver, Tataroa McMillan.
Tataroa
However you
McMillan.
say it.
That guy from Arizona.
Arizona, not Nevada. And then you've got number 9 overall for New Orleans, edge rusher Michael or Mikel Williams from Georgia.
And then
It's a little
for
high, especially after.
oh yeah, I mean, but it's Georgia, you know.
And then this one is probably one of the most controversial ones in my opinion.
Go Bears.
Number 10 overall, getting running back Ashton Genty.
Go Bears.
I think he should have been higher than that, but
Maybe.
when you look at everybody who's up here, there's not really any of the teams in the top 5 or even before them that really need a running back.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, like, you know, I mean,
But
a lot of those teams do have pretty
You
confident
never
running
know.
backs, so.
You never know. They could try to move up or somebody tries to trade up and go for Ashton a little bit earlier than what they need.
Yeah, I mean, Ashton, he had an unbelievable season, so, you know, it's possible that somebody's just going to be like, hey, you know what? Let's get a running back.
He'll do
'Cause
really
running
good.
back is good.
He'll do really good.
Yeah. Either way, you know, as long as he gets in like with a good team and a competent quarterback that can help him out and stuff like that, you know, he could very well.
Is Caleb Williams really a confident quarterback right now?
No, I'm talking about like other teams.
Okay, good. I was about to say
It's his first season, all right. You gotta give him, you gotta leave him, you gotta give him like some slack.
for 11th overall pick, edge rusher James Pierce Jr. goes to San Francisco, and he's from Tennessee. I think that's the first time I've seen a
Rocky Top.
I could be wrong, but I think that's the first time I've seen like a Tennessee player kind of really go that high. I don't know who the last one was, and you can comment on it
Was
and let me
it-
know if you're a Tennessee fan.
Peyton Manning? No, wait.
That would have been years and years ago.
Oh, I thought you meant like recently. Okay, I
Maybe
thought you meant like
recently.
overall, and I was
I
like,
was-
what?
I mean, I was going to say yes. Recently is probably better to say that
Yeah.
because Peyton Manning did go to Indianapolis that year.
Yeah.
So,
He's a Vols legend.
So
Yeah.
now
Now we
at
got-
12, the Cowboys pick up an offensive tackle in Josh Connerly Jr. from Oregon.
Now, just one moment, because you know what we got to say. We got to say,
I'll let you do it.
how about them Cowboys? It was like could have
easy
yelled it,
for
but
you.
it would have yelled it, but you know it's a bar, and I don't want to disturb the peace.
Yeah. Number 13 overall going to Miami is safety Malachi Starks from Georgia. They've got a really great safety work, I guess. Miami does, but we'll see. I mean, we'll have to see how they
Yeah,
do.
you never know. This like that, like it could probably help out their roster a lot more.
First corner back.
There you go. I thought you were about to say
It's
quarterback. I was like, buddy, no.
Nobody understands half the time when you say corner or quarter.
Yeah, that's why whenever I do the play-by-play for the high school, I always have to be like corner and not quarter.
Yeah.
Because then people will be like, oh, and you just, because I think I did that at my first broadcast. I was like, at quarterback, I mean corner, dang it.
Number 14 overall for Indianapolis, cornerback Will Johnson.
From your favorite team, Michigan. He's going to kill me one of these days for calling.
We got 2 back-to-back ones.
Just for saying that.
You've got the Dirty Birds, Atlanta, at 15, getting defensive lineman Kenneth Grant. So, that one, I haven't really seen I've only seen him play once, and I don't even know what that one is going to do. At 16, you've got Arizona getting defensive lineman Derek Harmon
from Oregon.
Saw him play in the Big Ten championship, play in the second round or the quarterfinal for the playoffs, and I've seen him play against Ohio State. He's not really that bad. I think this might be a little bit lower, but this is just a mock draft.
Yeah.
So, 17 is the Cincinnati Bengals taking tight end Colston Loveland. That one, I don't know. Like I said, I haven't watched them much, so I wouldn't know how to say or how it's going to be. Number 18, you've got Seattle going for offensive lineman Armand Membo. Membo? I guess that's how you say it.
Membo.
From Missouri. Who knows how that's going to show up?
Things will happen.
Okay, so this one I want to get.
Seahawks, they're a team.
I want to see your opinion on this next pick. 19, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, linebacker Jihad Campbell from Alabama. Does Tampa Bay need, in your opinion, being the Tampa Bay fan, do you think they need a linebacker?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I didn't manage to catch too many Bucs games, and I will say part of the reason that we did kind of mess up a lot is because we did have a lot of injuries. So maybe having a younger linebacker, it might help, but as of right now, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, what's your opinion on Campbell? Is he like a good linebacker? Is he like?
I would say he is a good linebacker, especially after that. I guess the fight that they did try to put up against Tennessee, and of course the fight the fight that they put up against the team up north in the bowl game. Who knows?
Why do you keep calling them the team up north?
I refuse to say their name.
Just say Michigan.
I refuse to say their name.
Say it.
You will catch me dead saying it.
He wants to die before he says the name of a state. Just say Michigan.
At number 20.
Say it.
Wait. At number 20, Denver Broncos choose wide receiver Luther Burden III.
Ooh. Not to be confused with Luther Burden 1 or 2.
First or second, you mean?
Who cares?
But I think that's going to be a good one, especially since but at the same time, I don't know. Because their wide receivers have been doing good. Of course, them losing Judy and trading him to the Browns don't start that thing again. We already know about the batting rating.
I already went over that once. All right, it's a funny meme. Okay, it's an opportunity to crap on the Jets, which might be unfair because
Of course,
that's all
now
I have to say.
With the 21st overall pick, wide receiver from the Ohio State University,
Here we go.
Mecca Ibuka. He's the first Ohio State player to actually be picked, and I'm surprised Henderson, Sawyer, all of them are not higher up there.
It's because they're all bad. I'm joking. Say Michigan.
And then finally, as they have here, at the 22nd overall pick for the LA Chargers, tight end Tyler Warren from Penn State. That will be an interesting move right there.
Yeah. So that's the current mock draft.
That's the most recent one that I have found. That is from, as of this recording, it was from last week.
So, in your opinion, who do you think should be selected first overall by the Titans? Like, who do you think their first overall pick should be?
They really need a quarterback. And honestly, I think Cam Ward is a little bit better than Shedeur Sanders.
Didn't I just tell you Cam Ward is a goaltender? I'm kidding. Yeah, because
Cam
Ward play for again?
Miami U.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I didn't see too much of him, but from what I did see, he seems like an amazing quarterback.
Most of the stuff that I've seen whenever I watch his highlights is when he does that little celebration. I'm like, what are you doing?
I think I saw something like that on like Instagram Reels one time.
What are you supposed to be doing there? Like, what is that?
I don't know.
And they're letting him get away with these celebrations now. It's getting more lax. Like, they're not really letting him go super far, but they're allowing him to.
Didn't he do like the little Trump dance, like the?
Somebody, there was quite a bit of people in the NFL that did it, but
yeah. I mean, Minnesota had some like amazing sellies. Like they had the one from the Parent Trap. They did the It's Tricky dance from White Chicks. That one had me wheezing because like they did the whole like it's tricky to rock around. Like they did the whole bit. And it was awesome. They also did like the thing from Camp Rock, and I was like, I'm kind of sad that I know what that's from because like I grew up with my sister loved the freaking Camp Rock movies when she was a kid, so I had to watch every now and then. I'd come in and be like, hey Sky, can I play on the PS2? And then it's Demi Lovato walking across like a gravel road going like Camp Rock. And I was just like, why are you watching this, dude? I'm like, this is cringy, but it was Disney back in the day. So in other news, we've had some coaching changes.
Yeah, a little bit of coaching changes. Bears are interested in interviewing Notre Dame's head coach Marcus Freeman for the head coaching job. But you also found something that they're either signing or they're updated one of.
Yep. According to this, the Bears are hiring Ben Johnson, the offensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions, as their newest head coach.
And of course, their defensive coordinator is going for a second interview for the Lions, is going having a second interview, as we saw earlier with the Jets.
So, Detroit, what's going on, dude?
Why can't you keep your...
You're having success for once. You gotta hold on to this, man. You gotta hold on, because this isn't good.
I mean, whoosh.
Just wait. It's going to be the perfect move, and they're going to be, and come next year, they're going to be Super Bowl winners for like 5 years straight.
That'll be crazy.
It'll be the reverse Bills. They'll win 4 straight.
Another one here. Clemson is working toward a deal to hire Penn State defensive coordinator Tom Allen as the school's new defensive coordinator. That would be. I know that's not NFL.
LFL?
Shush. I know it's not NFL, but it's
the local football league.
Huge. Still would be a huge move. We talked about Matthew Golden going on. Quinn Ewers has declared for the NFL draft. And of course, I think one of my shockers from the stuff going on and everything is probably Carson Beck deciding to back out of going to the NFL draft and leave to go to Miami. And this is Miami University, the Hurricanes.
Okay.
That was a shock to me.
Wait. So quarterback Cam Ward played in Miami, and Miami's called the Hurricanes.
Yep, Miami Hurricanes.
The Hurricanes had a goalie named Cam Ward, and now Miami Hurricanes have a quarterback named Cam Ward. They're making this joke for me. There are two. Cam Ward is now a quarterback. This is Bo Jackson.
Okay, stop it. But on what else do you have down there? So you've got something.
Yeah. Well, as of right now, the Cowboys, how about them Cowboys, are still negotiating with head coach Mike McCarthy, and his entire coaching staff is now free to sign with other NFL teams as all of their contracts ended yesterday.
Ooh.
So, how long do you think it's going to be before we're all smoking on that Cowboys pack?
Not too long.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. Well, we definitely always earn that saying because they make it that easy for us.
and of course I mean, it's just crazy. Who knows what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
We move on to the NBA, and of course.
Oh wait, actually, hang on, because it says.
You got
Hang
some
on.
more.
Yeah. I think there's something right here. Never mind. That all stopped. I just saw stuff from last week.
We go on to the NBA, and there's not much. Still, again, not much really to talk about. Do you have any updates on like the Jimmy Butler incident or anything like that? Have you seen anything from the NBA about?
I think I have something on here. I don't know. I need to like organize my stuff a little bit better because I have it on like 2 different things. So, but yeah. So I believe there was some kind of news about him being that the Milwaukee Bucks and the Memphis Grizzlies they've been asking around about him, and like I think they've been trying to trade for him. And so honestly, I think we said that last episode, but I don't know. I think that could be interesting. But also, the Rockets have been trying to get a star scorer that will help them become true contenders. So because of that, it's likely that they could go after De'Aaron Fox or Devin Booker. So
I don't think
they're
Booker is
going
to lead the Suns.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it'll be interesting to see what Houston tries to do here. I mean, because if they think that they're that close to becoming contenders, then it's possible we could see them trying to make some big moves to try to get a star scorer. I mean,
we'll see.
Because like we said earlier, Jimmy Butler was rumored to want to go to one of the Texas teams, and so it's possible that maybe that Houston could try to pick up Jimmy, or maybe Houston could, like I said, try to go for Booker or Fox. So we'll have to see later down the line.
Happens.
And there was also a trade recently between the Hornets and the Suns. So the Hornets are trading center Nick Richards and a future second-round pick to the Suns for Josh Okogie. Is that how I say that? Okogie?
I think it's a Kogi.
Hokey pokey.
Kogi.
Yeah, and then Denver 2026 second-round pick, a Denver 2031 second-round pick. Sweet Jesus, and a Phoenix 2031 second-round pick. Why is it all in the 2030s,
I was
bro?
gonna say, why do they always have to put him out so far? I mean, but
Jesus.
you have to look at value. It's just the same thing with NHL and everything. If you're going you try to get Sidney Crosby away, you're going to ask for a lot of money or something of value of that. So what would you, if you were trying to get it from Tampa Bay, or get him to come to Tampa Bay?
I would not want Sidney Crosby in Tampa Bay.
But
not even because I don't like Sidney Crosby, because he needs to stay in Pittsburgh. He needs to stay where he belongs in Pittsburgh. Jake,
yes, he does.
Gensel is ours now. Okay.
Yes, he does. And then who knows what's going to happen in the NBA?
Yeah, I mean, this trade deadline is going to be crazy.
Moving on to our final.
Jimmy Butler goes to the San Diego Padres in exchange for Nick Foligno and the first-round pick from the Tennessee Titans. Sportsball.
Let's move on to the MLB. Of course, not a lot of going on, but there is one huge signing that I was not expecting.
The Padres exist.
Okay.
Oh, that's not what we were talking about? Okay.
I would say Sasaki, a Japanese pitcher.
Oh, yeah, him too, yeah. So superstar Japanese right-handed starter Roki Sasaki is heading to Los Angeles. And once again, how do they keep getting away with it?
I mean, now it's going to be a really stacked lineup.
Yeah.
Especially with him as a pitcher. and you've got Shohei Ohtani, and you got Freeman.
Yeah, I mean
Those
those
guys-
three are gonna cause hell. Just let's look at their look at their World Series run last year. I mean they crushed the Yankees, and so I mean everybody was quick to dance on their grave, but
I thought the Yankees were going to put up a better fight than that last year.
they're the Yankees. Come on. But yeah, so that's pretty big news, and I mean
It's probably the biggest one out of all the MLB stuff that's been going on.
it's like the Jesse Pinkman gag where it's like, he can't keep getting away with it. I think that's what it
if we
is.
wanted to do early World Series contenders or possible World Series winners,
The Rays,
who do you-
because I'm delusional.
I knew you were going to say
Yeah,
the
no,
Rays.
I'm joking. So I don't know. I mean, there are a lot of good teams that I think could end up making a run, but I think the Dodgers are going to go on another
I think
trip.
they'll have a back-to-back championship.
Either that or maybe the Mets, because I mean the Mets were the Mets did pretty good.
I would say the other one would either be the Mets or the Yankees. The only reason I say the Mets is because with them signing Juan Soto, which I thought Juan Soto was the biggest trade that I had ever seen, or the biggest one that I was biggest surprise trade
There you go.
I didn't know how to word that very well, but
You
I think
cannot
that was
English.
I think that was the biggest surprise trade that I thought was going to be of this trade deadline and everything going on in the offseason. And then Sasaki comes over and goes to the Dodgers. I was like, of course, Blue Jays just before that. They got Miles Straw from the Guardians.
There you go. The Cleveland baseball
But
team.
they got money from them as well, international money, and they were apparently supposed to be contenders and flopped. 5 hours, like a couple hours later, and Sasaki decides the Dodgers. I was like,
Yeah.
You know what? I had a feeling that he was going to go join Shohei.
Because it's always the freaking Dodgers.
Showtime.
Yeah, so there's also another signing of the Blue Jays signing Anthony Santander to a 5-year contract. What are your thoughts?
I think that's probably the best move for them. At least keeping him there would help them out quite a bit. Especially if they can keep Vladdy there too. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., to be specific. Whenever you hear somebody say Vladdy, or myself say Vladdy, I'm talking about Vladimir.
Yeah.
So, and it's just his
Whoa! Or something like
But-
that.
If there's any news, we will try and figure out on everything. Of course, you guys will see it as well, just as much as we will.
Yeah, so why don't we go over a couple NHL game predictions?
And we'll predict the two games that are coming up as well for the NFL.
Oh yeah. So
You got Lightnings and the Canadians tonight.
did you say the Lightnings?
Lightning?
Okay, I'm sorry. It's just like I know a lot of people that refer to them as the Lightnings, and it's like because I know people that don't know hockey, and so they're like, "Oh, is that your team's the Lightnings?" And I'm like,
There's no S.
it's just
But
the Lightning.
you got Lightning and Canadians tonight. I know you're going Lightning.
Well, yeah, but I mean, there is actually some reason to worry because I mean, Montreal they've been on a bit of a return to form here. I mean, they hang on just one moment. They did lose to Toronto like 3-7, but they've actually been really good in their past few games. Recently beating the Rangers 5-4. And
How hard is that?
Jesus, man. You can't be throwing shade like that. And I mean, their roster's been very competent this year so far. So I mean, I think there is reason to worry for the Lightning, especially after that loss to Toronto. I mean, if they have Vasi in net, then I'm not going to be too worried because JoJo has been a mess. So if they have Vasi in net and if they actually play some competent freaking hockey, then I'm not going to be too worried. But so I'm gonna go Tampa. What are your thoughts?
I don't know. I don't want to just piggyback off of you and say the Lightning
You can.
because, But after what the Canadians have done, and they've done really well, I would say the Canadians might take this out. But I think it's going to be a very low-scoring game.
Yeah,
Because both teams have really great defensive men, as well as goaltenders.
yeah. I mean, I forgot his name. I think it was like I'm not even trying to be rude. I'm just Sam Montembeault, not him. It's some. Who is it? It's somebody else. I'm looking right now because he's like the backup for them, I guess, or whatever, and he's been
Really?
okay. I guess he's just not here, but
Might be injured.
probably. But yeah, so they have Montembeault in that, and that's what I'm worried about for Montreal is because he hasn't been that good. He's 16-16, and that's not a very good record. So.
It's about half.
Yeah, and also Martin St. Louis. I'm currently wearing his jersey right now. So I don't know if you can see that properly, but screw you if you can't. I have this jersey favorite player. It's like a replica jersey, but it's fine. I'll find sweater. Shut up. I'll find a real one eventually. But yeah, so so he's their coach, and honestly, I don't think he's been too bad as their coach since he went there in 2023, I believe. So yeah, we'll have to see.
So we got Senators and Rangers.
Senators.
I might just take the Rangers, especially because now that the reason I'm saying that is because I don't want to jinx them again.
Yeah.
And say they're going to go after this game. If they lose by a lot, I will regret it. But
Yeah.
I don't want to see them go back down on a tear. I want to see them make their way back up, honestly. But that's my pick for that.
Yeah, so I'm still saying Senators, but I do think that the Rangers could put up a fight here. I mean, if Shesty plays up to his, because Shesty's been pretty good, but they've been hanging him out to dry. So if they're able to get Shesty help, then I think that they could very well be a victor here tonight. And next up we have the Red Wings and the Flyers, two teams that are not good. Like at all.
Yeah.
Flyers are 21-20-6, and the Red Wings are 21-21-4. Patrick Kane, somebody help my boy Patrick Kane. Come to Tampa.
Okay, stop it.
Come to Tampa.
I would say in that one, I would say Flyers win it, but just barely as well.
Yeah.
I'd say Flyers win that barely.
It's the Tank Bowl.
Then
Another Tank Bowl is the
Oh,
Nashville
jeez.
Predators versus the San Jose Sharks.
I'm going Nashville only because San Jose is not doing that well.
Yeah, I mean, Nashville hasn't been the brightest ray of sunshine either, but
No, but they've proven to be a little bit better than what San
and
Jose
they
is.
also have Lightning legend Steven Stamkos.
Lord have mercy.
If you can't tell, folks, he hates me. He despises me.
Next up is the Carolina Hurricanes, different from Miami Hurricanes.
But also had Cam Ward, a different Cam Ward.
And you got the Stars. I'd say in that one,
I think I'm going to go Dallas.
yeah, I would have to say Dallas as well.
Salad. Bars. Salad. Bar. Like, you ever notice that when they do their chant after their goal, it just sounds like they're going salad bars instead of Dallas Stars. Like,
Yeah.
that's been a joke.
Crazy.
Speaking of jokes, oh wait, never mind. These two teams are actually really good. The Capitals and the Oilers.
I think the Capitals win this one.
Yeah,
And of course, Ovi gets up there and gets a lot closer to Gretzky.
Yeah, and with McDavid gone, that's going to be
That's gonna hurt Oilers.
an extremely significant loss for the Oilers. I mean, losing the best player in the world right now.
Oh Lord. Do we even have?
Now we can talk about jokes. We have the Sabres and also the Canucks.
We better be careful what we say, because we probably won't be allowed back if Mike hears this.
Oh yeah, it's fine. We already praised the Bills. Okay, well it's fine.
In this one, I don't think the Sabres have enough to beat the Canucks.
No, but also the Canucks have not been as they haven't been as good as they were last year. I mean, last year they were amazing, but now
Sabres. Did you see how much of a slide they've been on? That's the reason why I'm going with
Ronald. Let me cook. But yeah, the Sabres suck. That's it. That's all my cooking
And
was.
final game for tonight is
The Panthers and the Ducks. Again, just kind of like, do we even have to say who's going to win? Because we already know it's going to be Florida.
Yep. Going on to the NFL, you've got Commanders and Philadelphia Eagles tonight.
That's going to be a
Not tonight, but
very,
on Sunday.
very, very good game.
It'll be a good game. I honestly think Philadelphia repeats history and goes back to the Super Bowl again.
Yeah. But I will say this. That has been said about the past two opponents that Washington has faced. I mean, everybody said the same thing about the Lions, and some people, Pat McAfee, said the same thing about the Buccaneers. Yep, all about the Buccaneers. Why, Baker? Why? But
Alrighty.
ow! I actually pushed my head against the counter.
job.
That's too hard. That kind of hurt.
Good job.
But yeah, so honestly, I think the Commanders might have a chance because, I mean, just looking at the way that they've managed to dismantle the
Lions.
The Lions. I mean, they have a shot, in my opinion. I think they do have a shot at making it to the big game.
He would be the first rookie to do it. He'd be the first rookie to do it.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, so I'm gonna go Commanders, and you're going Philadelphia.
Yeah.
All right.
And then the last one, I think we're both going Kansas City and
What? Oh, Kansas City and the Bills. I was about to say, I
think we
am
know
not
who
rooting for Bills. I am
we
not
know-
rooting for the Kansas City Chiefs. You will find me dead.
both of us. I think we both know who we're going for.
Yeah.
The Bills.
Go Bills. I mean, as long as the refs are...
Right down the
man.
middle.
Never mind.
As long as they're right down the middle.
Which they won't be.
And here's the thing. The Bills really have a chance of beating Kansas City. I think they do pull this out. I think it's going to be a tight game, but I think they pull it out.
Yeah, but here's my concern, though. I mean, yeah, the Ravens did kind of blow it, but, the thing is that, that game was still extremely close.
Yeah.
So I am a little bit concerned about Buffalo here. But you know what? I mean,
This is what
the game of football is whack.
And who knows
Yeah,
what's gonna
so
happen.
for all we know, Buffalo makes it. So I'm going Commanders and Bills for the Super Bowl. That's the Super Bowl America wants, and you're
I got
going
Philadelphia and the Bills. in the
Super Bowl. That is actually not that bad.
I was going to say it would probably be a better game, but also at the same time, you don't know how Commanders are going to do in the Super Bowl. They could either choke and get blown out, or they could be really good and lose by a little or win by a little.
Yeah.
So.
And if the Bills and Commanders make it, that'll be a rematch of a past Super Bowl where the Redskins, not the Commanders, the Redskins, and the Bills faced up when the Bills pulled a reverse Islanders and went 4 straight and lost 4 straight. Mike is going to kill me. But yeah, so I mean that could be a very confident rematch, and I guess we will make our predictions of who wins it all when the AFC and NFC championship games end.
And hopefully go live.
Ooh, that
For the Super Bowl,
might be
that'll
tough, but
Super Bowl Sunday. Well,
Yeah.
if the Bills go in, then
if the Bills
easy.
go in, I think I'm gonna want to. I don't know if I even want to
we're-
go live. I think I'm just gonna want to watch the game.
we'll have to see what happens, and we'll make that decision later
Yeah.
on. Thank you for watching episode 3.
Episode 3.
And we will see you.
One more thing. Just say Michigan, dude.